Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. So today I thought we would do a colour and chat. Now I did a flick through of this book not so long ago by the Belba family. This is their Stone Mosaics book 7 and this is a Halloween edition, black background. Now I already did, apparently I did 2 pictures I think. Did I do 2 in this? Yeah, I did 2, but I only did 1. I did this one where unfortunately the colours of the pumpkin didn't quite work out. And apparently I did this one and I completely forgot about that. That one there, where the colours turned out a lot more better. So I thought we would do a picture together today. So let's have a look if there are any. That's landscape. That's portrait then landscape, so I can keep the. Hang on. Let me see if there's any pictures that's portrait style, because I think it'd just be easier to do the colour and chat like that. Ah, here we've got one here. So we'll do this one today. Well, we'll start this one. I should say, we'll start this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some new markers that I recently purchased from TK Maxx in Lancaster. Now, a little while ago, not so long ago, I found these. If I bring the camera back a bit, I found these in TK Maxx. Now, this is by Kaiser Colour. Kaiser Craft Art Markers, 60 markers, dual tip. Now they have the chisel tip and just a bullet tip, and it's a 60 pack, and this is what they look like. Now they had these smaller packs. They had a 48 set of these, and they also had King Guards. They had another set of markers, but it wasn't these. I did look at the 48 pack of these to see what the colour range difference was. It was good. The 48 pack was really good, but I just found with these ones it had a bit more of a selection of colours with these. So it's why I chose to get these ones. Now, these was $24.99. and the 48 pack was $19.99. So I thought for an extra £5 I might as well get the 60 pack. Now I haven't used them yet, so as for yellowing, I don't know if they do leave any yellowing on the page. I suppose I will find that out. Now this is what they look like, absolutely gorgeous. They've got dual tip. Now the chisel tip is quite hard to get the tip off on that end, but that's what the chisel tip looks like. And this is the bullet tip, so it's pretty much a standard. I'd say it's more of a pro marker tip, that. So yeah, really pleased with these. Well, pleased with how they look. I haven't used them yet, so I can't really say if they are good to use in. So I thought we would just make a start on a picture. So I'm going to start in the top corner, which is number 16, and it is a dark blue. So for that one I'm going to use number 72. Now they don't have the colour shade names on them, they just have numbers, so we will find out if they're quite nice to use or not. So yeah, I thought I would do a colour and chat today as well, because I haven't yeah, I did want to apologise as well. I'm sorry about the lack of videos the last couple of days. If you've been following my channel, you know that I had to take my cat to the vet the other week due to a urine infection. Well, I thought we'd got it sorted because he's on antibiotics and inflammatory meds. He wasn't that perfect at trying to take the antibiotics because they were thick tablets. We tried to break them up into bits, and mix them up in his food. He'd have some of it, but then he started picking the tablets out. He'd have his inflammatory meds though, because it was a drop in his food of a morning, so we could just get by doing that. However, a couple of days ago, we noticed he was struggling to go to the toilet again, and he was sick. So after he was sick, he did go to the toilet though. So I did book in an appointment back at the vet's. Took him back to the vet's yesterday, and basically the vet gave him some more antibiotics to take for 3 days, but because of his trouble with having the tablets and just picking them out, he gave us some drops, because I thought it'd be easier to put drops on his food or to give it him direct. Yeah, but unfortunately today I put the drop in his biscuits this morning with his inflammatory. He's had some of his biscuits, but not all of it. So I think he's kind of twigging on. However, with his antibiotic, we put it in the syringe, was going to give it him direct, but then he decided he was going to hide under the table where he still is now. So he decided he was going to hide under the table. We couldn't get him out because obviously there's too much stuff in here, and where he was, we couldn't get him out, and we can't move the table, and we wasn't going to drag him out. So he's pretty much been hiding. So I put it in his food to see, because I know he likes his dinner. So I thought if he comes out and has it in his dinner, then so be it. But I put his dinner out, but yeah, he was not going for it. He knew what we was doing, and he was, I ain't gonna eat that. He said, he was like, I know what you've put in it. So we've had a bit of a do, because he's supposed to have the tablet, well, the medication every 12 hours, so more or less twice a day. And he was due for it at 11, but he would not, we couldn't give it him direct because he just wouldn't let us. Put it in his food. He wouldn't come down for his dinner. And usually I put a bowl of water upstairs for him, so we thought, so we're not stressing him and crowding round him, I brought his food upstairs and put it by his water, and I thought hopefully he'll come out if we're not crowding round him and eat it. Well, he's been out and he's had some of it, but then he's gone back under the table, so he has technically had some of his medication. However, obviously it's now 12:30, so he's not had all of it, so roughly about 1 o'clock he's had his meds. But because it's every 12 hours after, it'd mean he's due for his next lot at 1 o'clock in the morning. And obviously if we can't give it in by hand, we're going to be a bit stuck like that. So my husband doesn't sleep well. What we usually do, we usually give him biscuits, his tea, at 6 o'clock. But because we're also trying to watch his weight, I can't give him biscuits at 6 and then another lot of biscuits at 1 to mix his medication in. It's only just going to, unfortunately, it means giving him more food. So at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm either going to have to just stay up and try and give it him direct again, or just give him what he'd have for his supper biscuits at 1 o'clock and just mix it in with that and just see how it goes. Luckily his antibiotics he's only got 3 days worth, so it's not like we're having to do it for 7 days. Yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's frustrating as well, because it's frustrating for him because he's getting stressed and upset about it. It's putting stress on him. It's putting stress on us because we can't get him to have his meds. And to be quite fair, the last couple of days, I'll be honest, I've been feeling really, really down in the dumps, which is the reason why I haven't filmed for a couple of days. I've just not wanted to film, and I've just been feeling quite down. And at times, yeah, I felt like I'm failing him by not being able to give him his meds. But you can only do so much. As I said before, I'm not going to drag him out from under the table by his legs. I'm just not going to do that, because it's just going to put more stress on him and more stress on us as well. So yeah, we're just having to work round it at the minute and work round him. I know when I used to have my dog Jess, she wasn't too bad with tablets. She used to have tablets, and she'd be pretty easy giving her a medication, because it used to be just a case of slip, obviously a tablet in the back of the throat, and she'd swallow it. And she was quite good like that, but it's a bit more difficult with a cat. He hates going in his cat tray when he's got to go to the vets. And yeah, he just knew what we was doing, and hence why he's hiding now. Where I'm sat, he is led under the table, right underneath, at the top. So he's making sure he's led where we can't get at him. So yeah, fortunately, it's just one of them things, isn't it? So I just want him to get better. We've got to go back Friday in a week's time to see how he is. The vet checked him yesterday. We had another different vet because the one that we saw last time is on holiday. So we had a different vet yesterday, and he gave him a thorough exam around his tummy area, and he said he couldn't feel any blockage as such, and the fact that he wasn't being uncomfortable when he was feeling round there or crying in pain or anything, he said it was a good indication that he isn't blocked. It's just a urine infection, unfortunately. It's one of those that likes to linger, probably because of his meds, but what else can we do? But yeah, that is the story behind my cat at the minute. So yeah, we are unfortunately still going through his troubles. And like I said, with that going on, I've just not wanted to film. I've just been feeling that down and fed up. And I'll admit, some days, a couple of days, woke up in the morning, I've not wanted to get out of bed. It's like my mind's like, what's the point? I don't even want to get out of bed. But then obviously I get out because of having the little ones. So having the little ones is good for me, because it's got me out of bed and got me going. But I've just had that feeling where, yeah, just feeling pretty much hopeless. So hopefully he'll feel much better soon. So anyway, using these markers at the minute, I'm quite impressed with how nice, and it's dark obviously, on camera it looks dark, but they seem quite nice and vibrant. They're easy to colour with, lovely to colour with. So I'm not expecting a huge deal with them only being £25. and them being 60 markers, so they're not going to be fantastic. I just hope they don't leave the yellow in, because that would be a bit of a disappointment if they did that. Because obviously I don't want to ruin my next pages. But yeah. As for the book itself, I'm really enjoying the book at the minute. Like I said, I've done 2 pictures. I'm trying to do a bit more colouring, because I must admit, while I've been feeling like this, and we've had the worry about the cat, I've stitched, but I'll admit my colouring has helped that a little bit more. So it certainly helped. And as I said, I do like the book. I just can't believe we're nearly up to Halloween. As soon as Halloween's gone, got a few days, there'll be bonfire night, and then the whole thing leading up to it after is obviously Christmas. But it's my daughter's 7th birthday next month on the 20th, and she's got a birthday party on the 19th, and she's got some of her school friends coming to her party. I've booked it at a soft play. It's a bit like a wacky warehouse, with ball pits and climbing things and that, and they'll have food there. So when we go to the party, I'll get there a little bit before obviously your friends are due to come, and as everyone starts coming and that, as they'll be playing, I'll be setting up the food room and that, and putting the party bag gifts and that together, and putting the cake. I'm going to take cupcakes because I just think it'd be easier than taking a big cake where I have to try and cut it into sections as well, because I've unfortunately, my husband won't be coming with me because he suffers with bad anxiety, social anxiety, and he hasn't been out the house in quite a long while. So they'll probably be just me on my own sorting the party. So I'll be doing all that while they're going to play. But the food room, it's literally, the door's open and it's literally right by the play area bit, so I can keep popping my head round the corner, just making sure that everyone's okay. And obviously the friends that come to the party, the parents all stay, so parents will stay with them, so it should be fine. But because it's at a place, I'm not getting the taxi there with the little ones, because we can't really rely on the taxis lately, and I don't want it to be a case of she'll be late for her own party like everyone arrives and we're not there. So there is a bus actually that goes right by there, and it goes to an Asda, but you cut across Asda and it more or less you can go through there. So we're going to get the bus up. I'm going to get the fairy cakes, get a balloon, number 7 balloon, which I'll attach to the... I'm going to use my shopping trolley to put everything in. Then we'll arrive there and that's so should be fun. And then in a couple of days, yeah, you'll notice this week I might be a bit slow with videos, because in a couple of days my friends coming up from the West Midlands, because they've rented a cottage out and they're having like a belated little party for their son, birthday party, and I mean the little ones will be staying, or at least going over there. So they'll probably, obviously that day, that couple of days, there won't be a video because I just won't be able to film one. So I might be a bit slow on videos this week. So I thought I'd really best do one today, because I know it's probably been about 5 days since I did my last one. So I thought I really need to get one done. So I think we've nearly done all of the blues, all the 16s. So yeah, I think we've done all the 16s, so we've done all the background. Don't think we've missed any. So, shall we get these bats coloured? So the bats are black, so that's easy enough. Oh yeah, the black 120. And we'll get these coloured. So yeah, how are all of you? I hope you're all keeping well. And that, have you got any plans for Halloween? For actual Halloween day, I'm doing I might do a little buffet for the little ones. I've got pumpkins, a little pumpkin for them to do each. I've got them little trick or treat bags, but I'm going to fill them myself. I don't think I'm necessarily going to try them trick or treating. I'd love to, but I know around this area we do get, where I live, we have got a fair older people, and I know that older people, they don't quite like to be bothered around here, so might not go out. But I thought if I do something with them at the house, not to mention we're going to be doing like a little mini Halloween birthday party for my friend's son, so they'll be celebrating it there as well. Just shading round here. I can't think what this is. Sometimes I can usually work out what they are. I'm working it out this time. So I might do a finished page video this month. I haven't coloured in a lot of books, but I've coloured in a couple, so it probably won't be a long video, but I can show you what I have done. Because as I said, I have been colouring a little bit more than usual. Well, say usual. Picked it up a little bit. Yeah, no idea what that is yet. Still can't make it out. It's all the fun. All the fun of having a picture though. Colouring a picture is not being able to make out what you're colouring. I don't know whether it's like a little shack, like a little hut. Yeah. Quite nice to use these pens. I thought I didn't really necessarily need any more pens, but in TK Maxx lately they've not really had anything really good in there. So I thought, well, they've got something good in there, it's worth getting. Not to mention, I'm a nut when it comes to markers. Absolutely love my alcohol markers. I've been colouring a picture, or at least started one, with pencils, and it's been nice using the pencils for a change, but it does take that little bit longer with pencils. But with alcohol markers, especially in the Stone Mosaics books, it's quite nice, quite fun to use. Another thing with a cat is I've got to try and keep him active as well to bring his weight down. It's a bit difficult when he's hiding and I can't get him to come out. We had a little play. I tried to get him to interact this morning, to have a play, but he was just watching me as if to say, yeah, you having fun there, Mum? but I'm trying. So the best we can do is just try. When I've done this video, I shall be editing and uploading it, because like I said, it's been a few days since I did the last one, so I really need to get it uploaded today. Might put a film on for the little ones in a minute as well. And take this book downstairs and finish the picture off while I'm uploading the video. Quite like it up to yet. Oh, so we're up to 25 minutes. So we're going to have to finish it soon. And I'll start editing the video, uploading it. Make sure my little ones are alright downstairs. They're fine because the dad's down there anyway. But he's having a little nap at the minute, so I don't want to be too long. And my daughter's at a birthday party tomorrow, and said because my daughter's at a birthday party, my son is wanting to watch, he loves Ghostbusters, and he wants to watch the second one again. Me and my daughter's not that keen on it, so I said what we'll do is, while she's at the birthday party tomorrow, me and my son will watch Ghostbusters, because I love it. Really do. So I haven't let him watch the new one, because the simple fact is the newer one does look that bit more scarier. So, and he's only 9 yet. Well, not quite 9 yet, but he's getting a bit older now. So, well, he's still fairly young, so I'm just a bit unsure whether he's ready for that one yet. So anyway, so that's where we are up to minute at the moment on that picture. So considering sometimes I only usually get a tiny bit done in a picture, I think we've done well there. So I'm going to take this book downstairs. I'm going to finish that picture off. Being as colourings give me a nice ease of mind lately because of what's been going on. Getting me out of the dark pit I've been feeling like I'm in. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please feel free to press that subscribe button. I would love to have you here. What I will do is I'll leave a link in the description below to this book, just in case you fancy it yourself. It will be an Amazon link. I'm not an Amazon affiliate. I just like to leave it there for you guys, just so it's easier for you to find. So anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm going to get this video edited, and I'll see you again soon. So goodbye for now, guys. Bye.